How's it going? Jim here. And I guess I'm all over the place. So yeah, don't look at this right there. Talking about a 1949 F3 Ford long bed or express, as you might hear in the video that I talk about. But whatever you call it, it's just a long bed F1 series. It's actually an F3 series, still 1949. And I'm working on the grill. It's been 19 years since I got this truck. It's been extremely rough trying to repair this thing. Parts are not available. There are certain parts that you can get, but they're not as factory should be, or OEM. So the only way to get it correct is to repair the factory parts, which are all steel. Most of the sheet metal is 14 gauge. So this is the back side of the grill. The other video that I just put on, I believe it was the 14th of November that I did it. This is bare steel right here. The light buckets are original. I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to show you this. I'm going to try to make these videos only about 6 minutes or so, so everybody, so it's a lot easier to see, because there's so much involved in these things. I could go on for hours and days talking about just this one little grill, and I don't want to do that. So right there, this is my Ford light bucket. This is a stainless steel trim. I've already done these springs like 8 years ago. I had to repair the inside here because you cannot buy replacement parts for this truck, especially these. My number is Ford 3B48. So basically what that is a light bucket for an F3 1948 to 49 only. You cannot replace these. So I looked around. You can get the F1 light bucket. They will fit in there, but then you got to make new holes, and that's not correct. And those light buckets for an F1, they're like 400 bucks. So so you work with what I got. Since these are already sandblasted, I had to fix a couple of wings. There's a couple of potholes. I already fixed those. There's a couple of more, but I'm not going to get too critical on that. I might spot weld those. But this is all bare steel. Okay? I have a couple of dents. This was all mashed in the first one. I fixed that a few years ago and then kind of put it on the back burner. Then I still have a couple of dents in here. Again, it was up against a tree, and so this light bucket, I had tried to repair it with a little patch and some rivets. Not going to work. I'm going to have to take this apart and fix it. So in order to get this right, I had to literally either torch off or cut off all of the bolts and hardware to get this truck apart. Therefore, all the caption nuts were basically disintegrated or rotted off. There's a couple that were still left in really good shape. This one is one. So I have to make new caption nuts. These are my caption nuts. These are not regular nuts. Okay, what these are, these nuts are for fabrication. These actually go into a recessed pocket once you drill a hole, and they have little grips, and basically you put this on the back side and then you weld this in. So that's what I'm using. These are 3/8. I have other ones that are 1/4 inch, but I drill out to 5/16. That's what this is. That's a 1/4 inch one drilled out and threaded for a 5/16. Since this sheet metal is fairly thin, I am backing it up with washers. That's a suggestion from me. That's if anybody else wants to do something like this. This pertains to any vehicle. Okay, so there you go, giving you a out there in I know everything La La Land. So there is here, I have to make a new piece that goes here and here, and what that does is it attaches the inner fender, which is a couple of bolts in here and in here. This is an L bracket with a couple of tabs that were bent over here. You can see 2 bolts here and here that go there. So I have to come back and weld nuts in all of these places. And the thing is with these vintage trucks, you got to figure out which is easier to weld the nut on the sheet metal that you're trying to attach to the other sheet metal, on the inside or the outside. That doesn't make any sense, but the fender is on the outside, the grill is on the inside. You have to determine what is better. Since I don't remember or never seen where the nuts were welded because they were so far gone, some of them weren't even there. They were so badly rusted completely off. The truck actually fell apart as I was taking a couple bolts. So I know that the caption nuts on the grill are inside, not on the outside. It's on the inside. The caption nuts for the light buckets were on the inside. So I have new ones already made. I'm just going to tack weld these on 3/4, 1, 2, 3, all the way around. Same thing there. And I'm going to have to weld nuts on the inside of this grill to attach the fenders and the inner fenders to the inside of this, which is basically reverse. So there you go. That's what I'm doing. So we're going to get on to another video of me making this inner piece to attach the inner fender, which is actually also a brace for this so it doesn't flex. So have a good day. 1949 F3, a continuation. Get this truck done. Have a good day.